Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Pro Dota commentary done by Luminous. I felt like I have not said that particular phrase for a long time. As you guys may know, I have not cast a single Dota Pro game basically since the end of TI2. I've been doing some random casting for the door frag by Open. Thanks for B-balling for allowing me to join him there. And also had the pleasure to cast with Purge for the MLG prize fight. That was also a very good event to work with. But haven't actually done some replay commentaries for you guys for YouTube, which I will be doing that and doing a lot more of it nearby coming future. I do have a special announcement to make regarding that at the end of this commentary, so stay tuned, and when the game's over, you know, just give me my 2 minutes of time and I'll let you guys know what's happening. But this is from the Raidcall Dota 2 League, as you guys can see here on the upper left, and this is Team Dignitas versus Team Empire. Team Dignitas, formerly known as Bottom, one of the hottest American teams around. I think they have cooled down just a tiny bit, but they are doing very well at the moment, and they just about a month ago, I want to say, they got picked up by Team Dignitas. Of course, Team Empire, I have not heard of this team aside from the amazing picks that they've been getting, and I've been recommended to cast a lot of Team Empire games, so I chose this entire series, which I believe is the best of 3 series between these two teams. So here we go, game number 1, Dignitas on the Radiant side, first pick, first man, Team Empire on the Dire. As you can see, this is the 6.75 parity patch already implemented, and because of that, we only see first phase of 2 bans, and the second phase of 3 bans. But yes, it is going to be Templar Assassin as well as Rubik for Team Dignitas, and Darkseer and Tie Hunter for Team Empire. Very surprising to see that Wisp is not being banned up. I imagine that it's going to be picked up somewhere. But Naga Siren is going to be the opening pick here for Team Dignitas. As you guys know, Naga Siren did receive a couple of nerfs. The -12 base damage is a pretty big nerf, considering that her illusions will be weakened by that. But I think the slightly bigger but more of a stealth nerf in a sense is her casting animation just got a lot weaker, which makes Net a little bit weaker as a spell to initiate, which it makes her sleep a little bit weaker as a spell to initiate. But for now, it's going to be Wisp as well as Leshrac, the second pick here for Team Empire. And I think Wisp has no business being not being banned up. I guess Team Dignitas just feels very confident to deal with the Wisp. But personally, I think Wisp is just overall a very overwhelming hero to deal with, simply because he allows you to combo with a lot of other heroes. Chaos Knight, Tiny, Ricky. We see many combos involving Wisp. And to be honest, they're all very powerful. But this is the reason why I'm casting this game. Bat Rider and Undying. If B-Balling773 is already here, he'll be screaming like a fangirl, because these two are his both these heroes I just picked up are two of his favorite hero, and Bat Rider and Undying, to be honest, some of my favorite heroes as well, because they're so crazy, so fun to watch. They're gonna be a lot of diving, a lot of strong kind of come at me kind of heroes, you know. I'll just put down my tombstone, I'll you know, jizz all of you guys with my napalm and just go in for the kills. So these are fun here to watch, and immediately you can see Team Dignitas says, I'll give you the Wisp, but I'm not going to give you the Wisp Piney, I'm not going to give you the Wisp CK. They're going to be banning all those very tanky, very mobile strength initiators. And Juggernaut as well, as Juggernaut plus Chen is a very powerful pushing combination. We saw a little bit of that from Navi in TI2, and Leshrac is already a great pusher. You don't want to give them even more pushing. But Team Dignitas, looking at what they have right now, they want to go for early game engagement. Bat Rider is a very powerful laning hero, a very powerful hero up to the 30-minute mark. Same thing with Undying. This team so far here for Team Dignitas does not have much late game reach, so they want to put the game out of position for Team Empire fast and early. But can they do that? That's the question here. As Naga Siren requires a little bit farm to be effective. If she is going for something like a Radiance, then she really have to farm her pants off to get it, because it's not really a cheap item to get. Jakiro is going to be the 4th pick here. If you guys have not been watching a lot of pro games lately, you'll know that after the 6.75 patch, Jakiro is a top pick now. Really, I've seen Jakiro being 4 pick up, I guess, every game I've watched. He's like the 4th pick. I mean, he does so much for you. I think the skill build has changed quite a bit from what we used to know Jakiro as. It used to be like dual breath max by 7, and then you take your pick between Liquid Fire and Ice Path depending what you need. But nowadays, it's really just about Ice Path max, and sometimes you go into Liquid Fire, and sometimes you go into dual breath. More often than not, you go with Liquid Fire, because the Ice Path, it's only a 75 mana costing spell. It has really great range. It's a very reliable way to stun and initiate. But in this particular game, I think you might want to put a little more, at least 1 point into that dual breath, simply because the slow in conjunction with Tombstone is going to be big games. Liquid Fire is very nice, don't get me wrong. If you think about it, Liquid Fire, can I actually select the skills here? Oh, there you go. Liquid Fire, if you could put like a couple points in it, like 2 points, 3 points, keep in mind that a single harassment, a single hit that you're doing, you're actually harassing for like over 100 damage, because the burn damage, you know, like 15 damage for 4 ticks, 5 ticks. That's insane. That's a lot of damage being just for a single auto attack. So it really makes Shakira a very, very good lane harasser as well, despite his low 400 attack range. But Warlock as the final pick here, what are we watching? These are some insane picks here from Team Dignitas, as Warlock is going to be the final pick. So we're going to see a lot of Fatal Bonds. We're going to see some Upheaval. This is going to be an epic game. Again, this lineup does not go late at all. So look towards Team Dignitas to pick up some early levels and just go for a quick Fatal push. Meanwhile, Empire is going to be going for a little bit more of a mid-game advantage. Sven's a very, very powerful mid-game hero. Are they going to be farming the Sven? Are they going to be carrying the Sven? This is looks like a farm Sven so far. Don't buy wards, don't buy chicken. Just give me some farm Sven. I want to see a carry Sven, because carry Sven, in my opinion, is the way to go for it. Let's introduce the players and the heroes. We have Blow playing, that's supposedly farm Sven, hopefully. Fun is going to be on a very fun hero. Wisp, Scandal's going to be playing Leshrac. SS is going to be playing Nature's Prophet, and finally Go Black going to be handling that Chen. Let me quickly go out and make sure my game interface is slightly de-accelerated, accelerated, whatever you call that. Meanwhile, on the enemy side here, IE2000, I met him at TI2, very, very cool guy. I had just a slight chat with him. Very big fan of his play, and let's see what he's going to be bringing up for this particular game. He's going to be going very deep into the enemy jungle. Fun sees it coming, and he'll back the hell up. And this guy's got to be somewhat careful. Stout shield on Sven, that's what I want to see. It's going to be indicative that he is going to be farming with that. Ties of Time is going to be playing with Undying, as we have this Wisp just tethering around. Snake King's going to be handling the Bat Rider. We have, who the hell is this? The big long wiener dog, Jakiro. Is going to be handled by him, and finally Fogged is going to be playing Warlock. This is going to be a solo mid Warlock from the looks of it, saving for a little bit of gold. I don't think this is an indication of a quick bottle, because Warlock doesn't really need a quick bottle. I think he's going for something like a quick Midas Rush, or perhaps a quick Mech Rush, as that's a very, very powerful way to kind of make their push. But look on the top lane here, as we have a little bit of slight harass. Ties of Time really took a lot of damage. Didn't see where that exactly came from, but Decay is going to be your first skill choice. Decay against a Triling is the way that you want to go, and I'm not too sure whether he's going to level up the Decay. Now, if you do level it up, the cooldown drops significantly and makes that spell very, very powerful. But as exchange, you are going to lose quite a bit of mana, as the mana cost does climb up quite a bit, and Dying definitely not known for his big mana pool. So let's see how it's going to go. Of course, we know what Tombstone is going to be doing. Tombstone is perhaps his best spell. In fact, it is his best spell. So it will be very, very surprising if he does not max a Tombstone, and that's what I expect. He is going to max a Tombstone. Looks like these guys are trying to come in from both sides. This camp is very, very nicely warded off. This one, very, very difficult to de-ward. And this particular camp, if you watch the heroes from Jakiro, trying to really block this camp, but nicely blocked. As we see, Go Black's going to get initiated upon. Where's the no net here, as he has one Riptide level 1 for a little bit of lane harass. IE2000 is going to be going for a creep steal. He's gotten it, but took in a lot of physical damage to show for. Nice little bit pull going on here, giving him a little bit of EXP. Sven comes in right now. Decay again, stealing it. Look at this strength stack. That's already 12 strength. And it's up to about 800 HP. That's insane. Check out how we're doing on the bot lane here. Snake King. Generally what we see here from Bat Rider is on the mid position, but in this particular game, it's going to be going against SS. Now, SS got to be somewhat careful. He can teleport away from the Bat Rider, but of course Bat Rider, if he puts a single point into that flame break, will be more than enough to kill that Prophet. So Prophet's got to be extremely, extremely careful. Also Prophet, I mean, he's decent, he's got a decent attack animation, but really Snake King is going to have the advantage in this lane. Once he has going to Napalm stack up, he's going to make sure that Nature's Prophet is not going to have a good time in terms of farming. Scandal on the mid lane, though, you know, is actually going for the lightning build, something that we don't see too often. Meanwhile, Fog is going to be going for a Fatal Bond and stats. Yes, this is the way to do it. A lot of times when we see Warlock, we see his heal. But Fatal Bond is actually a very legitimate laning spell. As you can see that he's just popping on these guys and Well, you know, Scando, he's taking some damage. And of course, if you're going for Lightning, you're only going to see the Lightning build on the mid lane. Looks like a net initiation here, but nice path to follow up. And then Decay, just a little bit of slight harass. We really need to see that Ring of Basilius. Yes, it's already online. I wonder if it's going to upgrade it to a Ring of Aquila as well. Just for a little bit of extra damage or a little bit extra stats. But this Ring of Basilius is so very important for the mana regeneration, as this is a very, very nuke-based trialing. Of course, this defensive dueling is actually doing quite well. Wisp is one of the better defensive hero because of the spirits, because of the tether, and Chen's getting a lot of experience in the jungle. So this trialing, oh, looks like it's going to be initiation, dual breath, and ice path, and the tombstone being dropped down here, and first blood's going to be claimed up here. They want a little bit more, but here we go. Chen in position. He doesn't have a creep. He sees Fun. Fun's going to have tether cooldown for 4 seconds. There's the decay. They really want to go for a kill. He's going to try to tether across the ledge. Yes, indeed he does, and this is why this is a very defensive hero in nature. But the dual breath, the ice path, again, normally we see liquefy. The teleportation comes in right now. They don't have tombstone. The storm hammer does get fired off, but nice dual breath. AoE 2000 should be fine. Times of time very high in terms of HP. He should be fine as well. Decay is going to come off cooldown. Nice body blocking by the Whips. There's a Decay stealing about 8 more strength and still more body blocking, but Tide of Time is so difficult to kill simply because of that Decay. But another Storm Hammer goes off against the Twin Head Dragon. Do they have more stuns? They want to get that tether off. Yes, tether stun does apply, and there is a kill here, but it looks like Fun is so low. Furion threatening the TP in as well. A lot of damage being exchanged from either way. On the bot lane, Snake King looking for the kill. Already level 5. 1 point into Flame Break as expected to cancel that Prophet TP should he's trying to use it to escape. But right now, Bat Rider is going to be controlling lane. Once he gets level 6, do look for a kill attempt from Snake King. Action pack. Oh, looks like we have a flame break backwards here. Nicely placed here. And SS going to be going down. Not even waiting for level 6. Snake King showing his need dominance. And that was a very, very beautiful place. Flame break. After the flame break change, I feel like Bat Rider is just a very legitimate hero. And of course, with the 6.75 parity patch, just even better. Even better. Back in the mid lane here, looks like Fog is having a little bit tougher time. It's going to put Upheaval as his other spell. But here comes a gank attempt. Jakiro in position. And I don't think he's scoped out by this particular observer. Or very, very far placed back. Scando. Uh-oh. Upheaval might be actually very, very deadly. Twin Head Dragon is going to be coming in right now. He is going to have the Ice Path. I don't think Scandal sees it. He's going to be dropping Lightning. And he's going to run to the right side here. Good juke for Scandal. In fact, he wants to go back. The Prophet could teleport in. No, in fact, he's going to back off. Boots of Speed already picked up here on Jakiro. Much thanks to those kill attempt on the top lane here. And this is one of me maxing Ice Path simply because it's a more reliable spell. Has way better range. Even though Dual Breath is more of a nuke-based spell, Ice Path does do some damage. So, of course, as expected, Tombstone is going to be leveled up, as well as Decay, so no heal just yet, or no big nuke. Key minus Soul Rip at max damage is a 500 damage heal and a 500 damage nuke. One of the highest damage nuke and heal in the entire game. Non-ultimate base nonetheless. Looks like there's going to be net and a tombstone being dropped down. Do you really want to fight this Skull Black? But meanwhile though, Twin Heads is completely trapped out, so Team Dignitas out of position, and they're going to feed the tombstone as well. That's a lot of gold. Meanwhile, Prophet TP's in. Prophet's going to go down, and he did not kill the Undying. Did not miss the Prophet TPing in right now. Maybe he was expecting that they were going to go on the Undying, but instead they have went for the Twin Head as well. So both teams, a little bit of miscommunication and a couple of deaths here and there. On the bot lane though, Snake King is having a beautiful time. Just purchased something big. Is that his magic bottle? I gotta imagine it is his magic bottle. Very surprising to see that Snake King is going for the bottle, considering that he is not in the mid lane. And I don't imagine he's gonna roam quite a bit. I thought he's gonna just sit in lane and farm. But I guess having some sort of regeneration and burst regeneration is gonna be very, very key for him to pick up some kills. SS in the jungle. Let's see if he's gonna see this courier fly by. I don't think he has enough DPS to kill it though. This Strodos. It's already taking some pot shot, but not going to be low enough to be picked off. Goblek level 4, and the level of Chen here is very, very important to point out. Since the 6.75 parity change, Test of Faith is now going to be giving you the send back mechanic, and because you generally want to prioritize on Holy Persuasion, this Test of Wave send back time is going to be left on a very, very high duration, and for a very long time, so he's going to have a tough time. Back in the mid lane here, looks like the rock has been dropped. Golblack about half HP. Ice Path on cooldown, but Ice Path has such a long range. And Golblack, I think he's in huge trouble. There's a Fatal Bond, and there's an Ice Path to hit. A couple more right click is going to do it. Jakiro, one more right click. Dual Breath, and of course, Dual Breath on the Fatal Bond is going to get the last set. Wrath of Nature comes in right now. That's going to stun on Jakiro, but Upheaval slowing everybody down. Fog is low as well. Fog is going to survive at least for now, but he is going to go down eventually. Tombstone dropping a lot of zombie. Ties of Time in trouble as well. IU2000 gets stunned up. Where's the Riptide? Song of Siren, the zombie will build up. They will build up. And it looks like this rock out of time. Snake King will TP him right now, and everybody should be dead. Oh, actually, they're pushing him back out. They want Scandal, and they're going to focus on Scandal. This rock still doing some big damage. Are they going to get him? No, they will not. These guys are very, very tanky, but here comes Shakiro. One more hit. They are going to get the last hit, and the sun's not going to come off, and now SS in a slight bad position. This rock will run out just in time, but here comes another Storm Hammer against Jakiro. Jakiro, nice stun here, breaking the tether. Ice Path, that is going to hit as well. Fun in trouble. Dual Breath hitting him up, and the nice, yes, powerful Sprout is actually going to help him survive. Jakiro looking for the last hit. Is he going to get the last hit? Yes, he will indeed. He is going to pay for it though. Huge upheaval. It's going to get stunned open. Tides of Time will come in. Tombstone's going to cool down right now. Where's the Tombstone? Drop that Tombstone, my friend. There's the Tombstone. Decay being dropped down as well. Another Sprout. That's got to be the 6th or 7th Sprout in this team fight. Tides of Time is going to get melted, but these guys all very, very slow. The Tombstone zombie is going to get focused down. The Tombstone not doing enough. I gotta say, in all these exchange, I do believe Empire is coming out ahead of these. Yes, Dignitas is losing engagement here and there. They're not getting enough work done, and this is a very early team composition. It's all based on early game. If you don't get too much done, it's not going to be enough. As we see, Snake King, Wrath of Nature not going to drop. I think that was a badly channeled Wrath of Nature. As you can see, that the first bounce of that spell actually went on Snake King. If you fired out on the minimap, you could have hoped for a bigger damage bounce. If Furion players out there know what I'm saying, kudos to you. But perhaps he thought he could have killed Snake King immediately right there, so he just went for it. Unfortunately, Snake King a little bit tankier than that and survived that engagement. But yes, as I was saying, I don't think Dignitas is really controlling this early game. You can see the Dire team is leading by 1 kill, and I should actually keep this menu up. A little bit rusty for not having casting too many games. It looks like tether forward here, and I think these guys perhaps is in an awkward position. No, they are gonna just get the hell out back in the mid lane. They did get a kill against Fog, but suddenly, oh, they are in deep trouble. Tombstone's going to get dropped down. We're going to see things like Riptide as well as Ice Path. Twin Head Dragon's going to stay out. Where's the Ice Path? It's going to hit. No! It's not going to hit on anybody here, but the zombie comes in right now, and Twin Head Dragon being focused down. Oh, but the Macropyre is going to be doing a lot of damage. Hands of God comes in right now. Pulse damage, and Tides of Time needs to keep on decaying. He is actually maxing on the decay to really reduce the cooldown. There's the decay giving him a lot more HP, but Tombstone has ran out, and that's the downside of not skilling the Tomb, and looks like Tides of Time is dead as well. Team Empire, aggressive opening pick. Fog's going to come back in right now. He does have that rock ready to go. And of course, Fatal Bond is maxed up, and he's got to be very, very careful. Lightning, oh, the Storm Hammer is going to hit for sure. There's a rock really to do a lot of magical damage. Fog really being focused down to about half HP. He's going to go down for sure. Twin Head Dragon, nice Ice Path. And are they going to focus on the Wisp? You got to focus on the Wisp. Wisp is going to go down as well. Quick TP out here from the Rogue Knight, or Sven. He's going to be fine. Well done here. SS trying to TP out Ice Path, and of course, the Flame Break canceling that TP. But SS is okay for now. Looking for more Napalms, more Dual Breath. SS pops a Magic Wand. Should be still okay, but the flames of that Twin Head Dragon as well as Bat Rider able to get that kill very, very nicely done. Which, by the way, if you're wondering, does Napalm actually increase the flame damage of Twin Head Dragon? No, it does not. Although the flavor text does. Drenches an area in a sticky oil, amplifying damage from Bat Rider's attack. I remember back in Dota 1 when Bat Rider first came out. Oh, as we see a big gang come in. No time to talk about flavor as Tides of Time just get big cleaved up. Do we have that 1 point to overcharge? I don't think we do. I gotta say that perhaps might be a little bit of a suboptimal play. If you do actually have that 1 extra point into the overcharge, you make Sven's God Strength that much stronger. And that's why back in TI2 when we saw the Tiny Wisp combo from eHome, the 4th level of die most of the time actually did go into it. But, you know, no big deal. It's, you know, he will eventually get it. You're just missing some slight early game DPS, and here we go. He sees Jakiro, and Jakiro, man, look at this insane MS here, and Jakiro is gonna be dead. Can't even cast a single spell, and this is very reminiscent of Tiny. Tiny with this extra point to grow with phase boots, and of course with a Tether MS bonus, you're moving at almost maximum movement speed. And we're seeing exactly the same thing here, using Warcry, using the Tether, and the increased attacks. Tides of Time drops Tombstone, the Wrath of Nature comes in. This Sven Wisp combo, very, very impressive. I thought it was just Tiny Wisp, but Sven Wisp, God, that's hard to say. Sven Wisp is also very, very powerful. It looks like he is going to be going for phase boot. He is going to go for drum. So this is kind of a different approach to the Wisp Tiny. Just going to go for a little bit more stunish A little bit more better initiation in a sense. I still think Tiny Wisp is a little bit better because there's a lot more burst damage, but this is a very, very cool combo to see. There's a phase being completed, and this tower in big trouble. Look at the offensive earn usage. They just want to scare Snake King out of the way. Generally, when you're hero like a Bat Rider, you are not afraid of these kind of initiation, but looks like the glyph is going to be used, so teleportation comes in. You gotta be careful. Naga Siren's going to be using the sleep to initiate. They find Golblack. Uh-oh. These guys gonna have to rescue the Chen, or they're gonna ditch the Chen. Yes, in fact, they will. It's like, Golblack, man, your horse too slow. Or whatever that lizard thing is called. Raptor? I don't even know what that thing he's riding on, but he's dead. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, though, the push is coming commencing as look at both Prophet as well as the Shrek just doing an immense amount of tower damage. He's only got that one single point to Diabolic Edict, but that's already 400 damage. Looks like he's gonna go for the kill Firefly. It's been used for a long time, so he's gonna back off. Thinks better of it. On the top lane here, a slow push being concocted by Dignitas. But can they get it? That's the question here. Teleportation comes in right now. That's the Wisp. Oh, where the hell's his friend? He's got no friend. He's just teleporting in. There's a Prophet teleporting in as well here. And looks like he's going to just snatch that rune and it's going to back up. And go. Where the hell did he come from? That's the question. No, he came on the bot lane here, but looks like top lane is going to be engaging here. Looks like Tether. Oh, there's going to be a stun. Looks like they're going to try to be backing out. We have Scandal coming in from behind. Uh oh, this Wisp very, very low. Good job here by Sven. Killing the zombie, making sure that Wisp is not dying. Meanwhile, Scandal is trying to help out his teammate, but looks like SS is going to be the first one to drop here. They see Scandal. Scandal does have the protection of the tower, but there's a net as well as a flame break. Scandal down to half HP. The stun is going to hit on Ties of Time. Post damage, running out of mana. Scandal is going to go down. Meanwhile, Big Rock gets dropped down here. Wisp still alive somehow here. Twin Dragon's going to get focused down. A lot of mana being restored back on Sven. Sven will have the stun in just a couple of seconds here. The Ice Path will hit him. He does have the stun right now. Can he drop it off? Can he drop it off? Still stunned. He's not going to have time to turn around. The Napalm really slowing him down, trying to send him home. Was a test of faith, will not be enough. Good comeback here from Dignitas. They were really out of the early game, still down behind 2 kills, but really won this team fight, will secure them the tier 1. This gold chart's going all over the place right now. A slight 1,000 gold lead on the EXP as well as gold, but will quickly change after this tower as well as that previous engagement. Very, very good job here by Dignitas, evening up the game a little bit here. I was saying that the Radiant team does not have too much late game, but if you look at the Dire, they don't have too much late game either, so I guess it's going to be just, 2 early game teams duking it out. Of course, Dignitas does have the Naga Siren, and of course the Dire team has a Sven, so both teams heroes are very, very powerful physical DPS heroes. I gotta just say, though, net against the melee-based heroes like Sven, I'm going to favor the late game carry potential of Naga just a little bit more. A lot more teleportation going to bot lane here, but the real TP comes in for the relocate, and that's what I'm talking about with the overcharge, and they're going to transition this into push. I imagine that Empire Fun will cancel the tether and will leave Sven to be here. Yes, indeed, and he is going to get the last hit. Very, very powerful offense. And also, you got to keep in mind that the Dire team is leading in terms of tower push with the help of Leshrac as well as Prophet. Look at how effective this lightning build is. He's just pushing down towers, and he is now putting a little bit more points into Diabolic Edicts, and Prophet showing what Prophet does best. Who is this Brave Soul TPing? That's Snake King. Snake King does have the Blink Dagger, so that's why he's not too afraid. Tombstone is going to get dropped down. He's going to be Flame Lasso. Yes, he will. And now suddenly this Sven completely out of position, tanking a lot of tower shot as well as a zombie. Blink Dagger, Bat Rider coming forward. Napalm backwards. Where's the stun? He doesn't have the stun. He used it on the Sven already, but the fire burning Scandal. Scandal in big trouble. He will have Edict very, very soon. The decay damage, and Scandal will be going down. I think he will. One more physical hit. The stun will hit, but the decay will hit as well. Dignitas secure yet another kill, but tier 1 tower has dropped down. Let's quickly check how we're doing in terms of net worth. Naga Siren is leading, and look at the Wisp. Oh my god, the Wisp is leading as well. How is he so farmed? He's 6, 3, and 8. There's 14 kills, or seems to be there's 17 kills in his team, and it's involved in 14 of them. Holy but Jesus, this Wisp is everywhere, and he's playing beautifully. Meanwhile, though, it looks like this, I gotta check item. This game has so much action that I just need to take a quick breather and check items. Blink Dagger is finished in the previous team fight, so that's very, very important. They really need this mech. I think this is gonna be a hood rush, or pipe rush. So who's going for the mech? I'm not sure, and I do believe mech perhaps a little bit more useful here. There is a lot of spell damage, but I think the 250 heal as well as the armor is just gonna be more useful. Looks like Tornado is, well, gonna get cancelled by 2 spells. But yeah, let's check out the items here. Yeah, nothing really show for Ties of Time. Is going to go for the Arcane Boots. Now, generally, Arcane Boots is a very, very decent item, but you get it after a tank item. But the reason he is going for Arcane Boots here, because he's maxing Decay. If you're maxing Decay, your mana cost The mana cost per decay is 130, and the cooldown is 4 seconds, so you are draining your mana pool immensely. So you really need that Arcane Boots to really allow you to cast more. And of course, you know, decay will give you effective HP as your ceiling strength, so don't worry too much about his survivability. If you could get a lot of decays off, he is going to be very, very tanky. Of course, it's going to be an Urn as well as a Bracer, so this Tricero is massively tanky. Is he the tankiest member on the team? Batrider's got him beat, but he's very, very close to the highest HP in the entire game. Ali 2000 has got the Relic. Wow, a lot of action, but he hasn't been dying. Look at score 4-0 and 3. So my head is just a little bit lost because there's so much action going on. I imagine Ali 2000 has died once or twice, but in fact he did not. Now normally a lot of situations we see Naga player goes for a Vit booster first, just to tank up a little bit here and then going back for that Sacred Relic. But Ali 2000 says, you know what, I have confidence in my survivability, so he just went straight for it and he's got it. So very, very close to that Radiance, and once that Radiance finish, that really will further put Dignitas ahead in terms of this mid game. But looks like a Roshan attempt is going to be started up. Sven a little bit bashed up, but with God Strength, look at him go. 277 damage, almost hitting for 300. It's going to just chew through this Sven and make him look easy while doing so. Who's going to pick up this Aegis Immortal? I imagine it's going to be Leshrac or Sven. Sven, when he does respawn, he does not get Hands of God Strength back, so, but he really will make him a very, very annoying hero to deal with. He is going to be maxing Warcry. Maxing Warcry gives your entire team plus 16 armor, which is absolutely no joke against things like Zombie and whatnot. But the Radiant team is very, very magical based, so I don't think the armor will matter too much. What will armor a lot is, what will matter a lot is give his team 12% movement speed bonus, as it is important to run away from things like Napalm, Dual Breath, the zombies, as well as the Flesh Golem. So having movement speed, very, very crucial in this regard. And actually, you know, when you have the Drums finish, Drums finish plus Warcry, you're giving your team like a semi-haste in a sense. So it's very, very nice. But one thing that they gotta actually do is to shut down Ali 2000, as he is farming a little bit way too much. I mean, he's after this creep wave, he lasts everything, and of course he will last everything because this is Ali 2000. He is gonna have his Radiance. So this is going to be a very, very tense moment as Batrider is just letting his presence be known, putting flames everywhere. And this is a good time to fight because Batrider does not have his Firefly, and I do believe Dignitas realize that as well. This is time for them to get the hell out. Congo line out of here. Tides of Time. Uh-oh, is he going to get Storm Hammered? He's seen by this creep, and look at this, how fast is Sven. Yes, he does see Tide of Time, and it looks like they have to fight this. Uh-oh. Steve comes in right now. Are they going to drop a Tombstone? And Tombstone Zombie will slowly being built up. In fact, they could use... Yes! Nicely done, people there as well. But Fog is going to be seen, and they're going to just focus on the Fog. They're going to focus on Sven. Sven does have his Aegis Immortal, so no big deal. Stormhammer on 2. The cleave damage. Oh my god. Tides of Time is going to go down. The Rock and the Fatal Bond damage being pumped up on everything. Empire Front has went down as well. Sven dying under that Macro Power. He is going to use his Aegis Immortal. Meanwhile, Snake King has dropped down as well. Fog very low, and the Pulse Nova doing huge amount of damage. And a team wipe. My goodness, a team wipe. I did not imagine Dignitas will go down so very quickly. I thought with the Upheaval, with the Fatal Bomb, with the Rock, they would actually take the team fight, but Sven with the big cleave damage and the Pulse Nova damage, it's just simply too much. And Dignitas team wipes when the Radiance was just delivered. I'm not too sure what the Radiance was even in the fight or how long he was in the fight, but that Aegis Immortal meant so much for them. And now Yash is being picked up. He's really just going for a tiny build. This is a wannabe tiny here. It's like, you ban my tiny, I'll go Sven, no big deal, and I'll buy all tiny items. Unfortunately, you can't get the Acceptor on Sven, so that's not it. You can't get the big cleave damage, but hey, he's got to build in cleave, so man, build your own tiny. Build your own tiny. Is he going for SNY? He can be. If he's going good for SNY, I'm going to be very, very happy because, I mean, come on. Come on, Blink Dagger and SNY, you know, SNY definitely got the cool points. It's got the cool points on the lockdown. But earlier, I think I was talking about Batrider. Yes, when Batrider first came out in Dota 1, his flavor text for Napalm is like increase all fire damage or something like that. And when it said increase all fire damage, people got really creative. They picked lineups like, oh, it looks like we have a Tether back here against Naga Siren, and not. I gotta watch that one more time. Holy crap! All right, let's watch that one more time. Because this is a replay that we could rewind. So Work speed through that one. He's got 1,000 HP, right? He's got 1,000 HP. He's got, you know, 16 armor. And I just want to see this. Ali 2000 just have a a lapse of not watching the mini-map, and holy, look at that! He just two-hit him! Jeez! Wow, no chance. No chance indeed. Sven with the backstab gang. Unfortunately, Ali2000 did not pay attention to the minimap, and or neither his teammates paid attention to the minimap, and he just got picked off quick pick off. And at this point here, it will not surprise you at all when I show this chart that the Dignitas team is very ahead. They won multiple team fights in a row. They're taking a little bit more tower, and Snaking's gotta be careful. He just blinks the hell out. Man, Sven just really dominating, sticking his big sword up in everybody. You really don't want to be anywhere near his sword. Whoa, really nice upheaval. Slowing this combo down. That drum's being popped didn't do anything. Meanwhile, looks like, Jakiro stun is not gonna hit. Meanwhile, the Ice Path will hit everybody. Really nice juke. Meanwhile, looks like the Firefly is trying to pick off Gold Black. He is gonna be out just fine. And the Sven and the Wisp combo is back here. And this is Q for the Radiant team to back the hell up. Meanwhile, Ali2000 really needs to pick up a Viv booster. I think that's gotta be his next item choice. He rushed his Radiance very quick, but since then he's got 2 quick death, one in that big team fight on the bot, and one in a big, huge backstab gank against him. So he's a very killable hero at this point. It looks like they're thinking about it a little bit more. And here we go, relocate on the bot lane here. Ali2000 says, I see you coming. I'm gonna get the hell out. In fact, are they gonna try to counter gank this? I don't think you can, because Wisp is gonna get back out. So good job here by having his ultimate ready to go. And last time, if you're wondering, he did not have his ultimate. It was like 20 seconds to be cooldown. Meanwhile though, the ultimate of Wisp is a very long cooldown, so these guys unfortunately have to wait a little bit more, but they are, look at the map control happening here. They see absolutely everything, and even Ali2000, he cannot farm too safely without knowing where the hell that Sven is. It looks like these guys gonna come up the hill, and you gotta be very careful, as my camera now will be on Sven. They see this Twin Head. Oh, Twin Head! Look at the attack speed, look at the movement speed, and Twin Head cannot even get off a single spell. That ward just drops and be like, yo man, that was the quickest death of any ward I've seen. And it looks like the courier is coming in. Is it gonna be SMY? Yes! Sange and Yasha, or Sange and Yasha, depending what pronunciation you're going for. I personally call it Sange because of the 6 Sange build. Oh man, SMY. Now, Maim is probably the worst effect you could have in a particular item, but Sange in itself, it does give you more HP than a Vanguard does, and it gives you immense amount of damage. The Shrek gets picked up by Blink Dagger, Flame Lasso, and Initiation. Sorry for missing that one. Too jizzed up looking at this big farm Sven. So Empire very far ahead at this point. I think they're a little bit tentative in terms of afraid of pushing into this lineup, because if you look at the Radiant lineup, despite losing team fights, they still have Fatal Bomb Rock, which is still one of the best combo in the game. They still have Tombstone, and they still have Naga Siren Sleep. We saw the makings of these combo, right? When they're asleep for 6-7 seconds, you could channel a huge upheaval, which they are going to be completely slowed down. You could Napalm stack, you could Zombie stack. So it's like a very cute synergetic. There's a lot of synergy on this Radiant lineup here. So if you're too clumped up, if your Sven cannot get off into a very powerful combo, you could just very much so die, and very quickly die. So I don't blame Empire not really pushing into it. They gotta go for a pick off first. And to be honest, when you have Wisp, when you have Relocate to go, you could always go for a pick off. So I think that's exactly what they're waiting for right now. And they do see Bat Rider. Now, you can't actually initiate on the Bat Rider because he's got the Blink Dagger. You can't really safely initiate on the Naga Siren because he's got the Sleep. And I imagine the rest of these 3 guys are going to be clumping up. In fact, they will. So, right now, very smart counter by Dignitas. They cannot allow this Wisp pick him off. And this is the correct response to do so. They will use Ali2000 as a bait, and 4 other guys will smoke in. And if they see this Wisp tether in, they will just wait for the Wisp to come in and basically feed a Wisp and a Sven. So Ali2000 right now farming very slavey, and perhaps I think he's threatening to push the tier 1 tower by himself. Now, if you're Team Empire and you see a Naga Siren pushing by himself, I think this is a huge giveaway. This is like a big red sign. That's a bait, man, guys. That's a bait. There's no way that Ali2000 will be by there by himself. But you know, as I say, that Empire SS is going to be going up top. Another quick item check before more action breaks out. You can see that he's going to go for MKB or crits. Negro Book already finished. Sven, of course, has that FNYN drum. Scandal's got the Heartstone or Bloodstone already finished. Fun's got Ghost Scepter and a Urn of Shadows. And Goblack's got a mech. And looks like he's going to go work for Axe Scepter. We're going to see a tower trade, but look at the Sven, man. Just makes the tower look easy. In fact, are they going to go Haggar? Yes, they are. And here comes the Overcharge. Boom. boom, 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 man. We're gonna see some nice flame lasso here. Are they gonna initiate on Scandal? Scandal is slept up, and here we go. Tombstone initiation and everything. Scandal, ooh, nicely dodged here. Scandal is gonna go down eventually, but he's gonna come back very, very quickly thanks to the Bloodstone. But here we go. These guys trying to run, and they're gonna Ted out just fine. Meanwhile, Gold Black's done for sure. He's using the Centaur trying to sun it up, but Gold Black is gonna go down as well. And this is what I mean. This is gonna be a very, very difficult team to push against. SS gotta be careful because the Blink Dagger is gonna be coming right in. TP out. The Flame Break will cancel the TP. SS. Oh, overestimated his survivability, and he will definitely pay for it. Nice barrage of spells will clean up, and the tower will be denied as well. And a big turn of events here in favor of the Dire team, or in favor of the Dignitas. And suddenly they're right back in the game. You're gonna see sharp upswings of that gold chart. Very, very nicely done. Now we're gonna pick up more and more item here. Now, point booster into a Ogre Club, indication that is gonna be a Acceptor build. Acceptor gives your ultimate basically a tiny bit of everything. I mean, if you look at the Flesh Golem, and you could basically see an essay being written there on that flame text, on the what's it called? Spoiler text, not this hint text in the text. All right. One thing. There's a ongoing joke about the Dota show. If you guys don't know, I sometimes write questions for the Dota show, and a lot of times we write questions like, you know, name 3 spells that does this, and the Flesh Golem just shows up on every single list because he does everything, right? He heals heroes, he slows heroes down, he gives you amp damage. There's a lot of min-max going on. He just does a billion things. So but speaking of which, Acceptor is a very decent item in a sense because it does give you you know, a lot of small bonuses. But I really want to see a pipe on a team, and unfortunately they do not have a pipe holder. I do believe that, I mean, Undying is your best pipe holder, but he is a frontline tank, and this kind of item combination does give you a lot of HP. He's already at 1400, and this is not counting on multiple stacks of DK. So it's not a bad item, but I think this is there are better items out there for them. Meanwhile, these guys are looking for a little bit more. Again, Team Empire cannot be too complacent, as this game is not really too big of, again, there's some slight lead, about 5,000-6,000 gold and experience lead, but there's a Nagasaki on the enemy team, and she is by far the hardest carry in this team. There's massive team fight on this Dire squad as well. I talked about the setup. You witnessed the setup just right now on the mid lane. Dignitas comfortably picks up a tier 2 tower. He sees Gold Black. Gold Black gets a little bit blocked by his own creeps, and Gold Black, he's dead. And this is going to be a big opening for Team Dignitas to go right in. Oh, they even use a Tombstone because they know the team fight is going to drop out. And suddenly, these guys, you're going to be completely in trouble. They're going to focus out on the whips. Can you focus out 4 seconds? Sven trying to clean down everybody, but he cannot do it, not by himself. And these guys have fed 2 more kills that they do not really need to fed. And now the TP back row here as SS trying to push, but Snake King is going to slow him down. He is going to try to TP out. It looks like DPS of SS is actually going to drive Snake King back. Firefly has ran out here, and the Necrobo comes in. He pops a BKB, but unfortunately that will not stop the right click of SS, and it looks like the TP out attempt here from SS will be saved as the Shrek comes out. So both teams throwing away a couple of heroes. This is a huge action pack. We are 30 minutes in. We have 50 kills in this game. Insane amount of action. And again, I do believe Dignitas has slightly better late game. As you can see, Mantis is going to be picked up instead of the Vit Booster. So a little bit of deviation, but with the Mantis will give them a lot more teamfight presence. There is a lot of AoE's damage, so the illusions would not expect to survive too long. But all those illusions will be a little bit tankier. All those illusions would, you know, make the team fight a little bit more hectic. And suddenly when you're focusing things like Tombstone, when you're focusing like zombies, when you want to stop that Warlock, you just don't have time to deal with this, you know, Naga illusion. So right now I think Dignitas, they have this really cool lineup to overwhelm the enemy team. And in fact, they are overwhelming the enemy team, at least in the last couple of team fights. Empire, of course, in the previous team fight did not have the best of time. As, it looks like SS is going to be going for crits instead. So just really want to have a lot of burst DPS, trying to mow down hero very, very quickly. And I think that's what the team is built around for Team Empire. I mean, Sven is a huge bursty physical carry, and they're turning this Prophet into that as well. Looks like these illusions will be mowed down. I love the lightning build, by the way, in this particular game. It really helps out to drain away all of Naga's illusion and do so very, very effectively. You don't have to blow your post-nova charges. A single lightning burst and a couple of right clicks will actually do the job. Sven's going to pick up another Aegis Immortal for him. And looks like we're going to see some action very, very quick in the mid lane as these guys ready to go Bat Rider, just looking to pick off one person. Once you pick off one person, suddenly Dignitas very, very far off ahead because their team fight is so AoE based. You really cannot beat Dignitas in a 5v4 team fight. Of course, Naga Siren using her illusions, sending it around all over the map, pushing multiple lanes at once, and making sure the creep equilibrium is never on the favor of the Dire. And this is actually a very, very big... I mean, he's actually doing it against the Prophet, which is extremely hard to do it against. Oh, Go Black, you gotta be extremely careful. Snake King, of course, has a Blink Dagger initiation. He's got the Black King bar as well, which in fact doesn't do you too much good against Sven's right click, but will do you a lot against the multiple stuns as well as that post nova damage. So a very, very powerful item choice. A lot of times we see Bat Rider go for Hood, and Hood's nice and all, but if he's stunned up and he's dead in a matter of seconds, Hood is not going to help you too much. So I like the BKB choice. In fact, he's going to go in right now, pops a BKB. He wants Scandal. In fact, look at the amount of stuns. They're going to just burn down Scandal. Scandal just have no chance. He is going to apply a little bit of heal. Meanwhile, Fun in a little bit of trouble as well due to Tombstone. Really, they want to right-click that Tombstone, but they're going to just be on full retreat. Ice Pad just a little bit too short here, and they're going to claim that tier 2. Naga Siren ultimate still online. I think they're going to use that and just go on the high ground. If things gets a little bit tough, they will just pop that sleep, and everybody will get the hell out. Meanwhile, we're one dead, Lashrak being dead. That's a solo mid with the Bloodstone. They are just going to focus down on the tower. Of course, now Liquid Fire is going to be immensely huge in terms of a DPS source. Naga Illusions as well as that Mirror Image doing so much. Now there's the Naga Sleep, and they're going to retreat very, very safely. Will they? It looks like Jakiro a little bit slowed down, and the blue balls are slowing down, but the big Flame Break, uh-oh, he's about in Sprout range. There's a Sprout, and looks like Twin Head will be left to his own grave, as this ain't Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, as he is fully exposed in daytime, or nighttime in this case, and he will go down. Now, let me talk about Wisp's item choice, as he's going Sange, or Sange, and as well as the Ghost Scepter. Now, first of all, generally, if you want to beat a team that has a Wisp in team fights, you want to focus on the Wisp, because he's providing a lot of slow, a lot of damage, a lot of stun, and more importantly, a lot of attack speed for that Sven. But he's very, very squishy in nature, so if you get bursting down, that's great. But picking up a Ghost Scepter will allow him to survive a lot. And as far as the Sage provides a lot of HP, again, provides more than Vanguard, but I'll talk about that later as Tower has went down. Tombstone gets immediately focused out, and this is a very, very poor start team fight. Naga Siren Sleep still cooldown, and they could pop it right now if they want to do so. And there you go. Flame Break's gonna slow everything down. BKB pops. They want to have focus on Scandal. In fact, they will Rocket Strap down here. And keep in mind that Sven does have his Aegis Immortal. The Cleave coming in. Ali 2000. One more hit. One more hit. He's gonna go down as well. Sven going to work right now. 3 hits here. And the Stormhammer coming off cooldown very, very soon. There's an Ice Path. And Stormhammer will bring down this. Oh, he could go for it. No, his ultimate's out. And he is gonna go down. Is anybody coming to his rescue? No, they cannot go past Tides of Time. It looks like this Sven is gonna pay with his death once again. Was very close. They brought down the tower. They brought down the Tombstone. That was a very, very good start of a team fight. But even with the Aegis of Immortal, Empire cannot break the high ground of Dignitas, and Dignitas is going to be roaring right back. 4.6k gold here for Ali 2000, 300 lasses, net worth, finally pulling ahead, and Wisp not that ahead by himself. But yes, Wisp is going to be going for Heaven's Halberd, another way to keep himself alive, as well as, you know, Sage applying a slow in during a team fight, as might as well be right-clicking, right? And of course, this thing does give you a lot of HP to work with. But I don't think that is going to be enough to stop this push, as Tides of Time leading charge with that Acceptor finish. Of course, don't forget, again, Flesh Golem gives you about 1 billion things. One of the things that it does give is increased amplified damage. This is both magical and physical. And when you things have like macro power and right clicks and all the radiance damage, it adds up, and adds up very, very quickly. So this is, again, a very, very good pickup. Although I still prefer to provide Pipe a little bit more, as we have the back initiation against the Sven. I mean, there's a sleeping use as well. He's going to go. Tides of Time's going to get net down. Oh, Tides of Time is going to survive, but just barely. And he's going to steal a little bit more strength. And look at that. They're going to outlast this. Oh, no, Tides of Time is going to still go down regardless. But can they push it down? Yes, looks like they are going to defend for now. Teleport forward. They see Fog. Fog is going to be dead for sure. That's yet another kill they're getting. SS very, very low. They see Snake King. Snake King's going to TP out. It looks like they're going to send SS back, because SS could be teleporting back very, very quickly. Man, I have no idea who's going to win this game, because right now, 3 guys are dead. Sven's going to be back. He does not have his ultimate. Nature's Prophet TP's in some... Whoa! Whoa, I want to see that. How the hell he get that kill? Again, generally I do not do things like this, but I just gotta see this kill. Alright, the snaking is on the run, and just a blind TP? He just blind TP. Just good awareness. Got sent back home, immediately ports back in. That wasn't even fully healed, but got him killed and forced to buy back out. Well play for Team Empire here. And I think perhaps that might be Midrax's game. Is just back and forth, and you can really not count anybody out here. It looks like Bad Rider trying to defend for all he's worth, but there's a glyph right now. Twin-Head Dragon will have Macro Power and Dual Breath back very soon, just in 2 seconds, but that 2 second will be enough for overcharge, as well as a right click, another flame break, just slowing down. Where's the ice path? No ice path, and that's gonna be the melee racks. The Team Empire very happy to turn back right now. And they're putting the back. Oh, nice initiation against Team SS. I imagine he has a buyback and he could teleport back in any time. In fact, they don't need to do so. Hand of God comes in right now. Scando is gonna get sent back. No, he will not. And that's yet another 3-man kill. So we're gonna see a push going the other way, being led by Ali 2000. He's got the heart finish, so he is gonna be ultra tanky in this next team fight. Here we go. The push will now commence. Let's quickly checking out the graphs. The graphs are just back and forth. There's a huge EXP lead, but EXP lead in this point in the game won't mean too much. Are they actually going to be pushing? Checking for Rune is snaking. He is going to find himself invisibility. These are just Naga illusions that are lagging behind. Flag does have his ultimates, and does have a lot of. He does not have to heal. There's a double buyback. Oh, and that's going to be the nail on the coffin. I don't think they could push against 4 up against the high ground. Chen's not back, but really, what is Chen going to do? In fact, well, Chen has got 2 overclock, a point booster. He's very tanky. He does have the mech as well. They want to focus out on Sven. Sven pops his BKB. Where's the Storm's Hammer? And there's a sleeping initiate on. They want to focus out on Sven. Sven gets dragged out right now. The right click against Sven. Sven, does he have buyback? He just bought back. He doesn't have gold. Sven is very low. He's going to go down. All the TP back from Whips will not be enough. Fog gets focused back on the SS. SS is going to get the kill right now, but SS, will he go down as well? He's very low. Yes, in fact, he will go down. Bad Rider still surviving, but he's going to die. No, he will not. I thought that was a blue Necro minion. Oh, that was close. In fact, they want Scandal right now. Tides of Time walks in. They got to focus out on this tower. Right click on the tower, please, somebody. And it looks like Fun in trouble as well. He pops the Ghost Scepter. Should be fine. Snaking very low. Snaking's going to go down. Tides of Time is low as well. Post Nova, he's running out of mana. The Micro Fire going down right now. They cannot kill Scandal. Yes, in fact, they will kill Scandal. Wuss is just teleport back to base. Tides of Time very low. In fact, I do believe Ali 2000 will lead his team to break the high ground. The question is, are they going to go for the bot racks? Are they going to retreat? I have no freaking clue. Chen is back right now. He's not going to do enough, at least not by himself. In fact, they want the bot tower. Liquid Fire is going to provide a lot of DPS. Look at that, 25 damage for 5-second durations. Naga Siren wishes she has a little bit more DPS right now. The Radiance Burn, and there's a glyph, and that should be more than enough time for the Dire team to make a defense. Here we go. Oh no, they're gonna focus on Goblik. Goblik's very squishy right now. Goblik's gonna go down, and that's yet another death. And now Fun in a little bit of position, trying to use her ultimate to TP back. He is gonna TP back, but right now gave his tower a little bit more time, and it's time for them to get the hell out. As Sin is back alive, and they have finally defended this, but at what cost? As they have used multiple buybacks after they lost some mid-racks. And this game is completely even, at least where the building counts. But look at the net worth of this Naga Siren, already out farming your Nature's Prophet. This is insane. Nature's Prophet should, I think, if you want more DPS, Mantis Hour is a very good choice, as your illusions will be able to crit as well. Really gives you a very much so a good burst of concentrated focus to bring down things like Tombstone. But no, he is going to be going for Hyperstone, so either a Assault Curious damage source or a Maelstrom. Both of them would be a very high increase of DPS. But I just got a feel for SS. I mean, he goes in every team fight, he's just going to get focused. There's not exactly the highest amount of stun in this particular game for the Radiant team, but there is a Flaming Lasso. Flaming Lasso is always going to be used as an initiation tool, so if SS gets grabbed, he is going to be in huge trouble. Now, there is Ice Path, and Ice Path does have a relatively short cooldown, so look towards those Ice Path being targeted upon SS and make sure that he doesn't go unchecked with his DPS source, because if he, look, it's critting for 700, so, you know, this guy is a little bit scary. He's a little bit scary. He's got a lot of attack speed to work with it as well, but at the same time, very glass cannon-ish, very squishy. Flame Lasso finds Scandal here. Scandal very tanky with the Bloodstone, but not tanky enough as he's going to get picked off here. Snaking has been beautiful in this game in terms of initiation, in terms of finding people astray and picking them off. And despite having a Bloodstone, the Bloodstone only had 2 charges before when he died. So right now the respawn time is very long, and this is a full minute or so here for the Radiant team to go for a win. And I gotta say, Team Empire, I do believe if they didn't get picked off so many times, remember Goblet got picked off here once, and the entire TP and then died, and now the Scandal got picked off here, and now they're gonna lose yet another Rax. They're gonna make this game extremely, extremely difficult. There's no way that the Dire team will try to fight this 4v5. Look at these Naga Illusions. They're gonna just retreat. The team's gonna retreat, and Illusions himself. Wow, look at this. Nice disperse of the Illusions here. Make sure that not all of them will be destroyed. Are they going to get the Rax? Oh, yes, they are going to get the Rax. Nicely micro here by Ali 2000. And at this point, down 2 Raxes, it's going to be in a huge disadvantage position. But you do not count out a Wisp Sven combo, simply because the burst damage of this squad is so high, right? If Ali 2000 gets initiated on and gets chopped up by a couple of crits from, from Scandal, as well as, big cleave damage, and the rest of the team might be in a little bit of trouble, but when the going gets tough, they will rely on Snake King to find somebody open, and they do find, they do find Blow. Blow is going to get bounced away, so this is actually worked out to his advantage. Firefly is now on cooldown for a bit, so the net's going to get casted as well. Are they going to go on him? No, they will not. So this is time for the Radiant team to retreat, and I think this is opening for Dire to go into the Roshan pit. Because the Firefly is done, and I don't think Dignitas will fight without the Firefly, as it is a big kind of disruption to the damage output. Here we go, Overcharge against the Nature's Prophet, for the Nature's Prophet. Are they going to use a sleep to initiate? That's a question as well. And they want Golblack. Golblack has a mech and Hand of God. He cannot die first. He pops the mech, but he will die eventually. He has only mech himself. Huge rock here will stop the BKB. A blow, and Blow right now will try to clear everything down. But the upheaval is slowing everybody from Fog. He's so tanky. He's trying to run away. Pops the Ghost Scepter as well. And everybody aside from the Sven is dead. Is trying to outcarry everybody. See Snake King. Snake King just going to be trolling around as he is flying around. Who's going to kill that 600 damage? No. And GG, go next. That's a call. Empire has called. Wow, this game is insane. 42 minutes, 74 kills. Good games called. Dignitas fought this one. Both teams fought this one. Really, really hard. It was a hard victory, but a well fought for both teams. And some crazy item choices, some crazy hero choices. And I gotta say, one of the better games I have casted in a long while, and a great game to come back to cast. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. So this is time for that special announcement that I promised to make in the beginning of the video. So if you guys remember back in the Luminous Studios channel, which is my previous YouTube channel, towards my marathon to 200 commentary, I did a 1 video a day marathon for a very, very long time until I hit a 200 commentary. So right now this is commentary 327, I want to say. So I'm gonna announce a 1 video a day marathon until I hit my 350 commentary. So now again, it's 1 video per day, not 1 commentary per day. So I am going to upload something to YouTube every single day. So be sure, if you're not subscribed to me, be sure to subscribe to me, because I'm going to have a lot of Dota content, which include things like Trolling with Lumi, which include things like Top 5, which includes Lumi Nebula Why So Serious series of Legendary Dare Crafting, and whole sorts of other stuff that's going to be coming your way. Of course, more Dota commentary as well. I will be looking forward to cast the rest of the remainder of this series, because this is a best of 3 series as well. There's a lot of stuff coming your way. Hopefully you are going to be here to support me. I'm looking forward to cast more games and put out more content, because I've been lazy and sick for the last month or so.